set it off. You gotta stop doing that, man. I always tell everybody that I have one friend, like pretty much all of my friends are able to tolerate that, except for my one friend that lives in California. For whatever reason, he can't stand it when I do that shit, and he's always like, "You gotta stop doing that, man." I'm like, what? It's like it's shit. I mean, even that short time when I lived with Andy, I'd be doing that shit, and he was perfectly fine with it. It's like everybody's fine with it.
Why not?
Oh,
You can follow us, Four Men and a Little Podcast, on Twitter at 4Men Podcast, or on Instagram at 4Men Podcast, on Facebook. And you can find the podcast wherever fine podcasts are found.
Yes, absolutely. Fine podcasts.
All the good ones.
Hey, everybody. How am I looking?
You'd look better if you were 50 pounds lighter.
Yeah, tell me about it, bro.
Uncalled.
Tell me about it.
So, Marcus, how many steps do you get a day?
Well, I did used to have a Fitbit, and what it'd be 30,000. God
damn, man.
He's a postal.
Shit. Holy shit.
Yeah, man.
When I went to Italy, we walked everywhere, and we would walk from 9 o'clock in the morning to 3 in the afternoon or something like that. And it would be like a tour or something. And I'd be done, and I'd have 19,000 steps or something like that, or 20,000 steps. 30,000 fucking steps is fucking a lot. Holy shit.
Yeah.
God damn,
currently in this situation, other than today I walked a few miles, but other than today, I've been getting I haven't counted, but it's probably in the hundreds. It's probably not even 1,000.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I believe it.
The apartment's only 30 feet that way, so it's how many times did I go to the kitchen? 10. All right, 300.
Same with me. Same with me. So Marcus gets 30,000 fucking steps, and he wants to lose 50 fucking pounds.
Yeah, man.
So how you plan on doing it? What's your
that means
you should get ankle weights, man. Ankle weights. And one of the weight belt too, man. If you carry weights with you too, damn.
He carries around fucking mail.
I know, but if you carry even more, I know, but if you carried more weight on different body parts, or maybe you just get mail bags and strap them around your waist and around your ankles. I don't know.
Jesus, Marcus, do you only grab say a handful and then dole them out, or do you carry the bag and then go to do the whole neighborhood or something like that?
I love the idea that Marcus is just randomly grabbing a stack of mail, walking up to the door, putting it in, goes back to the car. There's more mail from the same house. So that's why he has 30,000 steps. He's like, oh fuck, he has to go back to the same house over and over again.
So how do you plan on doing this any differently than the other times you tried losing weight, Marcus?
Well, I mean, there really isn't that much of a difference other than just actually putting in the work and sticking with it and being consistent. Old school, man. Diet and exercise never really hurt anybody. I never really understood people going through these surgeries and all this other stuff. I mean, I guess if you're at a certain capacity, and it's just I guess maybe it would make sense, but
is that the new PC term? That's that person is full capacity.
That person's at capacity.
That
person might be a little above capacity. Might be breaking fire codes.
You're wearing a fucking blacked out Mets hat, Nick.
This is a black Mets hat. I didn't black it out. It just bought it from New Era this way.
Well, yeah, man. It's blacked out. It's all black.
Yeah. It's kind of like Jay-Z or something.
Oh, my God.
Except for it's the Mets and not the Yankees.
Not the Yankees,
So
yeah.
I worked for Jay-Z for one day, right? the clothing rack. There's a room. There's the wardrobe room. I had to go to the wardrobe room to get his credit card from the wardrobe woman. Right. You walk in the room. It's a room that's like, I don't know, 10 feet by 12 feet. Not huge, but a room. There's one rack of clothes on it, and one woman in there with a steamer steaming. There's like 6 wife beaters, 6 pairs of jeans, 6 pairs of boots, and 6 black Yankees hats. And I'm just, it's just like,
How long ago was this?
that was all that was in the room. How long ago was this? 10 years?
Yeah.
10
Less
years
than
ago?
10, maybe. 9? It was 2000, I want to say 2009 or 10. Probably 10 or 11, actually. 2010 or 11. So a friend of mine got hired to art design the backstage hangout room for when Jay-Z was first at Madison Square Garden, and they allowed him to use the New York Rangers changing room as like the party room. They normally don't let people in there because there's this special carpet with the Rangers logo in the middle that costs a lot of money, and it's just like, this is for the Rangers, you don't fuck with their stuff. So meanwhile, it's like, I had complete access to Sean Avery's helmet and jock strap because it's just not even locked. They just didn't anyway. So we set up like pipe and drape around the lockers, and we rented a big TV and video game systems and couches, like designer couches, and put them in there. And so that like Drake was hanging out there, and Beyonce and Jay-Z and other people. So anyway, like the rule was just don't fuck up the carpet. And Jay-Z got wasted and threw up red fucking drink all over the fucking Rangers carpet.
Red drink.
And I'm pretty sure that after that, again, nobody was allowed to use the Rangers locker room as a party room.
Wow.
But a good show, man. When I once saw Gangstar at UB, and it's like basically they like set a boombox on the stage to play the music and like press play, and I was like, this is fucking lame. It was like karaoke, but Jay-Z has like 2 live drummers, like a horn section, giant projection, like fucking great show.
That was the 3rd Blueprint album.
The 3rd Blueprint album?
Yeah, 3rd Blueprint album.
It was after the song that was really had already been out and was big was the New York song with Alicia Keys.
American Gangster. There's
Right.
Because American Gangster was before that, and I mean, I think that did okay. And because that movie came out the same time the same time the album released, because he produced the music on that album or on that movie.
Yeah.
Sense.
Yeah, something like that. He definitely. I mean, I'm definitely sure he had like 2 or 3 songs on the soundtrack. So
yeah,
I was really hoping Alicia Keys would be on stage because we're in New York and like they played that song. It was actually 2 nights in a row, I believe, and she wasn't. They had another woman come out who was very talented, but I wanted to see Alicia Keys and a piano come out on stage. That would have been awesome. That's all right. It was still a good show.
Marcus, you can come to my home gym.
Oh yeah, I saw that brass exercise bike, or is that
first off, where are you putting this, Jim?
In my basement.
Oh, okay.
Not the family room, the basement.
The lower level.
Yeah, so I haven't worked out since March. I haven't really tried at all. And so I haven't really gained any weight, but I definitely lost a lot of strength and muscle. But the
interesting. Just in like 3-4 months?
Well, my strength
just in a quarter of a year? Really?
That's right.
25% of the year goes by, you don't do anything, you lost something? Get the fuck out of here.
Well, I mean, it's actually kind of impressive you didn't gain any weight though, fat wise.
I think it's kind of like
you lost muscle but gained fat.
Yeah, something like that. I lost strength, so my muscles are smaller, and I kind of look like I still work out, my strength like is definitely not where it was before. And my midsection is definitely a lot softer. And so I kind of say that like, yeah, I probably, lost some muscle and then gained some body fat. And but I could probably working out, the way I did before, I'll get it back within 2 months. So I'm not too worried about that. But the only reason I wanted to get a home gym was because that was the main reason. Like I couldn't go to the gym I couldn't go to a gym to get a good workout like here. Cause at home I have like dumbbells and bands and stuff like that, which you can get a decent workout with. But the way I train, I can't. Like I just couldn't do it. The furniture's in the way, and I just lost motivation. I just couldn't do it. I need like an actual kind of like professional setup, just so I can like think straight and focus. So I was like, fuck it. I'll just buy a whole bunch of equipment, set it up downstairs. I don't need a lot. I just need heavy, good set amount of weight, and that should be enough. So I was trying to get some advice from like some friends, like of where they got some of their equipment and some stuff. And cause you go anywhere, man, like any of the gym equipment sites, like Rogue Fitness.
It's expensive as shit.
It's expensive if it's available. And dude, there's nothing like there. It's gone. Like you go online.
Yeah.
And
Everyone right now is like, every gym in the world is closed. So
it's crazy.
What do we do?
Crazy. I couldn't find anything. I was lucky to find, but I was lucky to find that on Rogue Fitness, they had like a squat rack that doubled as like a squat rack and like a bench. So I bought that for like, a few $100s. And then I went on Facebook Marketplace, which this is like my new Craigslist. It's awesome.
Like Craigslist, right?
Dude, it's fantastic.
Except there's pictures of the people, so you at least think they're not going to kill
you.
I
mean, you could like click on their profile and see if they're not like some sort of psycho. But this was my first time being on it, and I was looking for like weights and all that stuff, and I was actually finding some really good finds. And so I was messaging people, and I got I spent a lot of money. I spent quite a bit of money, but I got some quality stuff. And the bike that Sean referenced, that golden bike, the Schwing.
I love the big fan on the front. Like, dude, that thing is straight out of a school gym. That you saw it in the 90s, but like you knew it was there since the 70s.
It's a wind bike, man. And so when I was doing my
So what exactly is that bike for? It's
for powering the house while you pedal.
Hey.
Is it for cardio?
Yeah. So when I was doing my bodybuilding, my dieting for that.
What the fuck else would it be for? What else would it be for the cardio?
I lifted it up. I used it to.
No, it's so rusty. He just uses it as a weight and bench presses the bike.
What would be the huge difference between just like a regular exercise bike and one of those like that with the fan in the front? I mean,
the regular exercise bike is probably that you're thinking of is newer. That's just the original concept from like the 70s.
Geez, fuck that.
I think honestly, I think this. I actually think the fan creates. I actually think the fan creates resistance and makes it harder to pedal. Honestly, I think that's why they did it.
Yeah, that's exactly
like wind
why.
resistance.
It's a simple design. It's not that crazy. It kind of works your arms and your legs at the same time. And it's compact. So it's not like, one of those bigger bikes where it has like where you're sitting down and pedaling, or even like you could set a resistance on like one of those like more modern bikes, which kind of will do the same thing.
Right.
But it doesn't work your arms at the same time. It doesn't like move your whole body type of thing. So when I was doing my bodybuilding stuff like 5 years ago, that would be my cardio machine. Like I would do HIIT on that, my high intensity interval training. and I would do like 10 rounds. So I would go 15 seconds hard, and then I would stop for 1 minute, and I'd do that 10 times. And by the time I got off of it, I was done. Like I was sweating. I couldn't, it was just like you were tapped. Like you couldn't do anything else. But that was my cardio.
That's
Did you have like a mix, like a sound mix in your head, like in your thing? It'd be like 15 seconds. It'd be like play certain music, then alternate.
Cell phone. I just use my cell phone.
So it's like ding, 15 seconds, ding.
Yep, yeah. There's interval training apps that you can download.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, it worked great. And the thing is, though, you think those things are like junk or something like that. Those things, that bike costs $400. Like
you bought that for $400?
I did not. I bought it for $50.
What do you mean originally? Or at least
and it's
currently.
in great condition. Like there's barely any rust on it. Because if you go on the Facebook Marketplace, there are other wind bikes that look exactly like that, and they're like $475, $500, sometimes $100. Like the newer ones are like probably $1,000, but you can like finding it for $50 was an absolute steal. Like I felt bad picking it up for $50, and
the person you get it from though, probably happy to get rid of it for a few bucks.
Yeah, I mean, because the house I went to was for sale. Like
they had to get rid of everything.
It was a really nice house, and I'm guessing like they were down. I think it was like an old couple, and their daughter was there, and they were just trying to get rid of it. They didn't
probably going to move to a retirement community that has its own gym. They don't need their old ass bike.
Because they had some weights, and like it was but yeah, like I looked at the bike. I mean, it looked in mint condition. Like I they bought it in 1980, and it looked like it was still in that condition. So I handed her $50, and it was heavy as fuck, but I carried it upstairs, put it in my Jeep, and strapped it down and took it off. And I was like telling Sharon about it the whole day. I was like, because I mean, for something that cost $400 and I got it for $50, I mean, that's like the best deal you're ever going to get. So, because I can even turn around and like, if I ever decide to sell it at some point, I could turn around and I'll sell it for $400. I guarantee it.
Yeah, or you'd be sold for 51. You made money.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so I have this whole plan laid out for my basement. I already got 45 pounds.
Oh shit! A free drum set. Holy
What's
fuck!
That?
A free drum set in Passaic, New Jersey.
What, in the Facebook Marketplace? Yeah, I mean,
I'm not gonna rent a car and go get it, but
that's my go-to place for now on.
I
written it off like when I first heard about it, like I was like, fuck that,
Honestly, it's like Facebook but Craigslist. It's way better than Craigslist. It's not just black
fantastic.
and white.
You could pay them directly through it if they have it set up for that. And
great.
It's a great place. And but yeah, like my basement's gonna get set up. I'm gonna get these floor mats for it, and I do have electric heaters down there. Originally that came with the house, so I'll have heat for like the winter. So yeah, it's gonna be, it's gonna be small, but it's gonna be, you're gonna be able to do everything, and really get a good workout with it. So I'm very excited. Marcus, you can come over and check it out if you can get your ass down to the South Towns, you bitch.
Oh shit! There's a Jeep on here, Chaz, for $500.
Well, you better buy it. That's a steal.
I just don't even believe this is real.
You can get a fucking X.
Hold on a second.
Is it the Power Wheels?
No, I gotta ask you. Let me just ask you. This sounds too good to be true, right? $500 for a 2011 Jeep Wrangler Ultimate Sahara Sport Utility 4D, 120,000 miles on it, automatic transmission. I mean, it's a lot of miles, but like
for that's not right. That can't be right.
I guarantee you contact them. They're like, "Oh, we said 500, but we didn't mean that." Because on Kelly Blue Book, it even has an attachment to Kelly Blue
Yeah,
Book. It
'cause
says it right on there.
Jeeps rarely
15
lose
to
their value.
19,000.
Like you could probably get that for like you could probably turn around and sell that for like 12,000 easy.
Or $501.
Get this.
Still making a profit.
Yeah,
And
I'm reading
and $1.
in the fine print. In the fine print, it says in-house financing, $500 down payment.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. They say that to get you. They get you
I know.
out with that $500.
It's like those Craigslist ads that would be like $1, and then you click it, and it's like it's like apartment for rent $1. It's like it's not $1. You know what I mean? But they want you to get the ad. It's the first on the list as the cheapest apartment.
Yeah.
Fuckers. This is a cool looking Jeep, man. If this was $500, I'd pay this man cash and walk away.
Yeah.
But I'm not doing some financing with some guy who can't spell the word award properly on Facebook. Fuck you, dude.
Yeah. So
cool looking Jeep.
hopefully-
I'd buy it for, not paying that person for financing.
If that was for sale for $500, I would buy it. I would go to
Fuck
New
it.
Jersey.
Even if it didn't run, $500 in parts have got to be there.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Jeeps don't lose their value, man. I mean,
I'd sell you these blue doors. You'd give me your white doors. We'd have you'd have blue. I'd have blue with white doors. You'd have white with blue doors. Jeeps.
sexy.
Not really, but
Sean, how's California?
well, they know how to party.
No, they don't. No, they don't. No,
Marcus, that's your. Come on, Marcus. I can set you up.
Why is it my line?
Because you're the guy who goes, and Sean's like, yeah, stop doing that, man.
It's all right out here, man. It's getting hot. That's about it.
Not as hot as Buffalo, I hear, though.
No, it
It said
hasn't
92 degrees the other
not
day.
gotten that hot.
Yeah, it was fucking hot.
Oh, me and Marcus beat Streets of Rage 4. That's what's up.
Nice. I was worried that the streets would run
Finally.
red with rage until you did.
Dude, we've unlocked like 3 of the original Streets of Rage characters. It's fucking awesome. This game's so fucking cool.
Who did you unlock? What are their names? Let's see if it rings a bell.
Axel, Adam, and
Axel.
who was it?
Blaze.
Yeah.
The chick.
Yeah.
Blaze Fielding.
You know what's crazy? Like Streets of Rage, I don't know, Guns N' Roses, American Gladiators. They're all these like badass names when we were kids. Shouldn't there be like a generation of people with kids like named Blaze and Axel and Nitro?
I'm sure there are.
Laser.
I mean, the names are just getting more ridiculous than that. So,
I mean, why not go with a cool name like Laser instead of Apple? You know,
because it's
I was just thinking
it's
that.
ridiculous.
Apple's the dumbest one I've ever heard. Oh, Apple.
Apple.
It's not like it's Layla.
What's wrong with Layla? Something wrong with that.
No.
Yeah.
Our friend Andy just had a kid today.
That's
It's
a
a
nice
daughter,
name.
and they named her Layla.
Layla. Yeah. The baby looks like Andy.
I hope so.
Yeah, I mean, you want the girl to look more like the mother than the father, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, poor Andy doesn't. Andy's like, oh man. I'm just kidding.
But that baby.
Well, I'll buy this Ducati for $3,000.
Might have the ratter curse, Marcus.
What does that mean?
What do you mean? Just like in female form?
Yeah, in female form.
What's the ratter?
Would is that? I mean, like.
That's not right.
Would that even be the ratter curse in female form? Like, would that?
I'm not sure that's even. Is that a curse? I'm not even sure it's a curse.
Yeah.
And also, I don't think the whole family has it.
Would that even?
From my understanding, they do.
You think Matt's got a problem with it?
Yeah. Well, Matt's personality blocks it.
I find it funny that
You think Neil's got the same problem?
Andy's mom had 4 boys, and she always wanted a girl, and now 2 of her kids have daughters.
Girl, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah. There you go.
I mean, Matt was lucky that like pregnancy when he was young. He was definitely lucky it was a girl. because as soon as they came out, his mom was like, yoink.
Mm-hmm.
And he got to still kind of be a young kid.
You're
I'm
not
gonna buy
wrong.
this Ducati on Marketplace. I'm not. I could look at this stuff. I got plenty of time to look at all these boats for sale and bikes for sale.
There you go, man.
I gotta figure out how to search for what I want instead of just scrolling through random shit.
Yeah, I'm not
A
doing it.
Jeep?
You can go down the rabbit hole. It's definitely one of those algorithms that like it'll keep the stuff that you're looking at and clicking on will keep popping up. So
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
Marcus, what you doing?
The algorithm.
Who you fucking talking to?
We have the all-time Lakers versus the all-time New Orleans Pelicans.
New Orleans Pelicans.
Who's on the
Is there
all-time?
Is there like who's on there?
Oh, on the all-time Charlotte Hornets, was Vlade on them?
No,
Really?
I don't think Vlade Divac is even in the game.
So Larry Johnson,
Lonzo Mourning, probably.
Lonzo Mourning,
Yes.
Muggsy Bogues.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Was Muggsy on it? Okay, I wasn't sure. He might not have made the cut. Like, everyone remembers Muggsy. He was good, but it's like he wasn't as good. You know what I mean?
What about Eddie Jones? Is Eddie Jones
Yes.
on that team?
Yep.
It's not
Yep.
bad.
Your boy. I remember. Yep.
Yes. Wow, no Vlade. I would have thought they would have had Vlade.
No, I didn't see him. He's not on the Lakers team either. I know he was a Laker for a while there, but I don't think he's in the game. He must have not have wanted his likeness in the game.
It has to be, because he at least should be on the Hornets.
Right.
Or what was he on Sacramento at all?
Vlade Divac? No, that's that was Peja. Was he?
Yeah.
Was he on the? Well, Peja Stojakovic was on the Sacramento Kings. Vlad. Shit, man. Now we're going.
I
back
could
in the
spell
time
those
machine.
names. I would fact check it for you.
It's spelled how it's pronounced. Vlade Divac.
Oh,
Come on. VLADY.
Yeah, you were
Divac.
calling him something different last week, Nick.
Yeah,
I don't think I was even talking about him. I think I was.
Yeah, you were.
yeah, you
You
didn't
said
even know
you
his
were
real
like
name.
4
Oh,
times. You were like
Vlad Divac is Vlade Divac?
You're like Vlad Divac, and I'm like, who?
All right, I
Wait.
definitely spelled his name wrong.
So out of all the games that you
Wait,
watched,
are we talking about the same guy?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah. He was on the Sacramento Kings from '98 to 2004. So maybe he's on the all-time Sacramento Kings. He was only on the Hornets for 2 years. All right.
You know, I just guess I didn't remember listening to sportscasters say his name. You know, you'd read it on his. Remember how like you used to not know famous people's name, like characters in comic books, people would pronounce differently because you never heard people say it, right? Like,
Yes.
I didn't know it was Magneto till the cartoon came out. I thought it was Magneto. You know what I mean? Like, well, he's got magnetism. He's Magneto. But then the cartoon came. I'm like, Magneto.
I didn't know. I didn't know lettuce was the word lettuce until like 8th grade.
What did you think it was, man?
I thought it was lettuce. And I'm like, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, what is this? And I'm like, oh, that's how you spell it?
Wait, is this lettuce?
Yeah, it's like, what the hell is that?
Oh my God, that's just as bad as my friend Brittany bought.
I think that
hold
sentence
on.
just straight up. Go ahead. John.
Yeah, it's just as bad as my friend Brittany buying. Like, she came in one day for lunch and she's eating this salad and she's like, "This lettuce sucks." And we're like, "It's fucking cabbage." And she's like, "I thought it was organic lettuce."
Like they dye it green to sell more?
That's
No, she
funny.
thought it was organic lettuce. That's why it looked different.
But isn't cabbage green?
She didn't read the sign.
Purple?
It was near the.
That's funny.
Was it purple?
Cabbage has different texture, man.
Yeah. This is a greenish cabbage.
Yeah, cabbage has different texture. You couldn't like You could
Man,
just tell.
probably
Like,
smells
Oh yeah,
weird,
because it's
too.
all waxy and stuff. And she was like,
Was it-
eating it raw.
Was it spinach?
No,
It was
cabbage.
cabbage. Or,
Cabbage.
as you thought, cabbage.
Garbage.
Or, organic
Like-
lettuce.
Lettuce.
Well, shit.
It's the tous in French. It's fancy.
If I'm
Oh my
getting that
gosh.
word wrong, I'm definitely getting organic wrong.
I always amaze myself on words I get correct, like big words, and I was like,
Oh yeah.
not only did I say it right, I used it properly, and then yeah, like something stupid like lettuce, like I could never either remember how to write it, or like
Right.
if I see it written, I think of it pronounced something else, even though I'm looking right at it.
Oh,
Yeah.
lettuce.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to talk about the new Spider-Man?
No,
What new Spider-Man?
okay.
They just
Was it?
came out with a new Spider-Man.
They're just gonna keep look at everybody loves Spider-Man, and some of the best things about Spider-Man is his origin story. It's like when it was in the Sunday newspaper, like the first 2 frames would be like the story bit by a radioactive spider.
Mhm.
Mild-mannered Peter Parker now has a spidey sense and can climb up walls. You know.
Is this in the comics, or are you talking about movies? Wise.
I'm talking about the movies, and it's going to be not a reboot. It's going to be a continuation of the last Spider-Man, and it'll be directed by Sam Raimi, the guy who did the original Spider-Man movies.
Oh, he's doing 3?
Yeah, that's what's exciting. I love Sam Raimi. I know you're a fan, Sean.
I am.
That's what I want to talk about with you guys.
I
I'm like,
accidentally,
Sam
I
Raimi.
accidentally posted something on Facebook because I didn't actually read the article. I just read like I read Sam Raimi direct Spider-Man 3, and I was like, I'm gonna share this. And someone's like, I thought you liked Sam Raimi. I'm like, I do. They're like, they're saying why he shouldn't direct this movie. I was
He
like,
should absolutely direct it because he made the first few and they were good. Why not?
was Spider-Man first or X-Men?
He didn't make X-Men.
No, he didn't. But one of those two kind of really spun the comic book movie.
I want to say
franchises.
Spider-Man was the year before X-Men. I want to say it was 1999 and that X-Men was 2000. I'm going to look right now. Let's see if I'm right.
I thought Spider-Man came out
No.
in 2001.
X-Men was 2 years before Spider-Man. Spider-Man was 2002.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Even still, X-Men did really, really well. Then they brought in Spider-Man, and that did fucking amazing.
Mm-hmm.
He knows what he's doing. If you want to keep making movies that are good, who was the director of the last Spider-Man?
Jeez, I don't even know. I got to tell you, it's not. I didn't really like it very much. The one where he goes to Europe.
I did.
Europe one. I love Homecoming. The one where he goes to Europe, I'm just kind of. That's just
Far From Home.
my opinion.
Yeah, I like.
Probably because I
that
just
one.
associate Spider-Man with New York City and Queens and
Oh yeah, I had a lot of fun with that movie.
Yeah,
It,
I like it.
it kept me guessing. And
Yeah,
then,
I thought it was cool. I like the twists that they had.
Yeah, who the fuck directed that one?
John Watts.
John Watts.
Exactly. He directed a movie called Cop Car, starring Kevin Bacon. It's an indie film. I don't know if you guys saw it, but it was actually pretty good. But man, he must have really impressed people with Cop Car. Basically, these little kids find a cop car and take a joyriding, and then like this crooked cop Kevin Bacon chases them down. Get his car back.
Doesn't MCU like to do that? Ever like kind of get like
Unknown
no
directors.
names for yeah.
Yeah, I think if they see someone can do a good job directing, they want to get them because, first of all, they're cheaper, but also can do the job. Does that make sense?
It's probably so that they can keep creative control.
That too, because
it's really hard to get someone like Sam Raimi, Jon Favreau in there because they've also proved themselves that they're not going to be a bomb.
Right.
But they're not going to have someone say like one of us go and do that if they don't know that we can at least direct the people, keep to the script. You know, you're basically it's like cookie cutter directors.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, it makes
know?
sense for like how they want to because they have like a set out path of like how they want everything to go.
Right. And
Director coming in,
if
you know, might have their own narrative. So who knows? Like,
well,
that's
right. So like, say you hire Steven Spielberg, right, the most famous director probably ever, and you're like, no, we want to do this. He's gonna be like, no.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
It's like, no, I'm making the movie this way because I make the movies I want to make the way I want to make them.
I mean,
you know.
how many times have you heard?
And
how many times have you heard that they switch directors because of creative differences or something like that?
Yeah, and also though, I do wonder though, part of getting these young guys, who's the person they fired? Somebody, I want to say the guy had a guy on Fantastic Four, and then they fired him.
Really?
I think sometimes though they might get in over their heads too.
Yeah, I think that's what happened with Solo.
Oh, right.
They wound up having to bring in Ron Howard.
Right.
They had someone I think that was competent that I've heard of before, I believe, to start off, and then he left, and then they brought someone else in. Then I don't know who the fuck they were. And then they brought in Ron Howard, right?
Yeah, probably to clean it up. I think
I'm thinking of Josh Trank.
Josh
Trank, I think, got fired from Fantastic Four as the director. He directed Fantastic Four.
The more recent Fantastic Four?
Yeah, Josh Trank.
I heard that one was terrible.
I didn't even see it.
It wasn't that good. I watched it. It could have been better. It did start off with everyone being friends, and then they all go there to a different planet, and Dr. Doom is accidentally just left behind. And there was kind of like a little bit of a love triangle with the Dr. Doom, Mr. Fantastic, and Susan Storm.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little bit of that in there, which I don't mind. It's whatever.
This guy named Josh Trank did a movie called Chronicle, which he kind of proved himself.
Chronicle.
It's like
I think I saw that.
Yeah, kid like Dane DeHaan's got like superpowers and stuff. So
yeah.
Anyway, so then he got the job doing Fantastic Four. They're like, oh, this young director who can do a big, a science fiction movie with special effects. They hired him. I guess they had a little trouble with him when making Fantastic Four, and they had already given him a Star Wars spin-off movie. And then I think it was a Boba Fett movie even. And they ended up firing him because Fantastic Four didn't go smoothly. They fired him from the Star Wars project. So, I think, maybe he, they thought, oh, we got this guy, I'll do what we're told. Or maybe he was just like, this is a lot more work than a smaller movie. I don't know.
I mean, it could be.
It could have been obviously directing styles. Like he may have saw the picture a different way. But again, Marvel Universe or, Disney has a way of wanting to tell certain stories and how, structure.
Yeah, but I mean, Fantastic Four wasn't owned by Disney at the time.
Right, but like for example, so I'm reading here that there was a lack of communication with him on set with producers. So like they're like, this guy's not communicating with us. Well, that reputation goes out there. Then Disney's like, he's not going to be cooperative. We'll just replace him,
Yeah, they're definitely not gonna settle for that. I mean, it's even like in the rules in their contract. I mean, I watched videos on those contracts, and they were saying that like, you can't like bring your cell phone on set. You can't do all sorts of crazy things.
Yeah, sure.
They
keep super secrecy on the Star Wars movies.
Yeah, so there's no leaks or anything,
and
so and that there has to be like a linear story, so they have to actually put certain things in their story to move the overall story along. So, and sometimes they don't want to do that because it clashes with what their whole thing is. But
so it didn't completely work poorly for Josh Trank. He has a brand new movie starring Tom Hardy, Linda Cardellini, and Matt Dillon called Capone, about Al Capone.
Oh, that's out, I think.
Yeah, you could rent or buy it if you want.
Yeah, I kind of saw it. I thought it looks interesting.
Linda Cardellini's still working?
Oh, yeah. She's tearing it up, man.
She's in another TV show, I think.
She's got a TV show with Christina Applegate that's just released season 2 on Netflix.
Sharon's watching that.
Yeah, I'm not really into it. It's a little over the top for me, but
it's all right.
Yeah, it's all right. I don't hate it. I'm not
It's
going
not
to
your
rave
cup of
about
tea.
it. But, you know, of course you guys remember her from probably Freaks and Geeks and the Scooby-Doo movies.
Freaks and Geeks, yeah.
And Grandma's Boy.
Oh, yeah. Yikes, yeah. Also, Brokeback Mountain, Avengers: Age of Ultron. She's in Endgame for a scene. You know, she plays Hawkeye's wife.
That's her?
Yeah.
She was in Green Book and The Curse of La Llorona.
She was in, 40-Year-Old Virgin. I think she's the one he accidentally kicks in the face.
No, man, that's I think that's Elizabeth Banks, right?
That's definitely not Linda Cardellini.
I'm pretty sure she was she was in
The ditzy woman in 40-Year-Old Virgin who like thinks when he like keeps asking her, like repeating the words back to her, and she keeps going, "Oh, you're bad."
That's Elizabeth Banks.
That's Elizabeth
no,
Banks.
no. The one where they're like, how are you a virgin at 40? And like he kind of like flashes back, and like the one was like the girl was like sucking on his toes, and he's like, "Stop that!" And he kicks her in the face, and like there's blood all over.
It
And
was
she's
just
like, "This could have all been yours."
Well,
that was.
I'm not seeing it on her resume here. I think you're thinking of someone else. I think you might have been thinking of a Carla Gugino. No, not Carla Gugino.
No.
It's a woman who, but it's a different Carla. What the fuck's her name? I'm gonna find out.
I'm telling you right now, that's who it is. But
It's not Linda Cardellini, man. I'm looking at her IMDb right now. It's not her. It's not her.
No, it's not her.
I mean, it is, but
it's not. I think you're thinking of Carla Gallo, not Gugino. Carla Gallo, who was in Undeclared. Linda Cardellini, brunette from Freaks and Geeks.
That's
Carla Gallo, the brunette from Undeclared.
That's right. The other Judd Apatow
TV show brunette, yes, who dated a nerd, yes.
All right.
Yeah. Carla Gallo, the one who
I stand corrected.
She leaves the blood stain on Jonah Hill's pants in Superbad.
Yeah.
I love Superbad so much.
That's a good movie. That's such a
watch. I spelled Merlot. I could see something like that happening to someone like Marcus.
I can see everything in that movie happening to anyone I know. Like, that movie seemed like the most... Some people are like, this is so stupid. I'm like, I know everyone in this movie, and everything that happened is so real. I mean, except for the cops giving the kid the gun to shoot. Other than that, like, the rest of it makes perfect sense to me. Like, I'm just like, of course this happened. When teenagers try to get beer and go, like, to party with older kids, of course everything in this happens.
Hell yeah, man.
Hey guys, I want to do a product unboxing with you right here, right? Like, can we get like a lot of views if we do an unboxing?
Yes.
I mean, yes, of course.
What do you got there?
This was on sale at CVS. We got a coupon for 50 cents off. It's the new Fudge Brownie M&Ms.
Oh shit!
Oh,
I mean, it's
sounds
bumpy.
good.
It feels like an M&M. There's 190 calories per pack. Probably a decent amount. The whole pack.
Really?
Probably a decent amount.
I can eat that whole pack right now.
I could.
Oh shit! It starts off with 2 greens. I love the greens.
Marcus, you gonna be counting your calories like Nick is right now?
All right, so these are
yes, I am.
Oh no, the green screen. These are like, they're like the shape of the pretzel. A little bite.
How they taste?
Softer on the inside.
How's it taste?
Chewy. Tastes pretty good.
Yeah, of course. M&M's don't fuck around, man.
How do they get the brownie in the M&M?
How they get the lime in the coconut?
No. I don't know. I know how to put M&Ms in brownies, but the other way around?
Whatever happened to fucking Cinnamon Toast Crunch? When did they become
What the
cannibals?
What are you
talking about?
Oh.
Dude, you ever watch a commercial for Cinnamon Toast?
Dude,
they're always eating each other. It went from like 3 chefs to like just a fat one to now it's just mayhem, and the Cinnamon Toast Crunch eat each other.
Yeah. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the
marketing?
Can you imagine the marketing in the room? They're like, let's forget the chefs. How about we have them eat each other?
No, I'm
Like,
pretty sure something went crazy.
Hannibal shit that they were watching to make them think.
Dude, cinnamon. There we go. There it is. Right, family size. All right. I would eat that whole box. I would be able to eat like half that box in one sitting.
I'm trying to
show you guys the
cartoon, but I can't do anything.
So turn your green screen off.
All right, hold on.
So what do you guys suggest? Or what would you guys go with? Golden Grams or Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Get out of here, your Golden Grams.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch with Golden Grams, a very close second.
Yeah, I'd have to stay with Cinnamon Toast. No, I'm gonna go with Golden Grams.
Get out of here.
I like the way the milk is. I like the way the milk is. After I like because I'm throwing in the whole experience here.
Yeah,
you like to drink
flavor wise, they're
after?
very close. I always drink the milk afterwards, and honey flavored milk goes so much better than the cinnamon because you're always like drinking the cinnamon and it's making your mouth dry. You're like, this sucks.
Oh, I love cinnamon. Cinnamon's one of like the purest, most wonderful foods for your body, man. Some cinnamon will give you a pick-me-up.
Cinnamon is delicious.
My cousin's allergic to it.
Natural honey too, but like I bet I'm not even sure they use real honey in those cereals.
You shut your filthy mouth. Of course they do.
That's why can't tell me otherwise.
That's why I'm attracted.
I'm 100% positive they use real honey.
They probably use like some weird Huggy Bear honey.
That's why I'm attracted to women with freckles because I think they're cinnamon sprinkles.
I mean, sure.
It's great. It's delicious.
Nailed it.
It's fucking great.
Plus with Golden Grams, I can think of The Simpsons, which always makes me happy. Oh, Golden Grams.
All right.
When he's in space eating.
Right.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, Golden Grams, crispy Golden Grams, crispy Golden Grams.
Yeah, they're singing like the national anthem, and he's singing the commercial.
That's a quick release he's got there.
You know,
all right. So then, Lucky Charms or Trick cereal?
Lucky Charms.
Lucky Charms.
No, Lucky Charms before they tried the like frosting the oat parts.
They were always frosted, weren't they?
No, they were never always frosted because it was like the marshmallows and the oats, and it wasn't because then it got like too sweet.
They changed Lucky Charms to make it even sweeter.
Yeah, there's like a glaze.
That's probably the reason why I like them more now. Because when I was a kid,
maybe I haven't had them since I was a kid, and as a kid, I was like, these are okay.
I don't know if they're still frosted, but they're definitely at least lightly. It's a little bit sweeter than before, but I'd go Lucky Charms overall.
And let me say, when I say Tricks, I also haven't had it in like a decade. Last time I had Tricks, they were circles. They weren't shaped like fruits, so I might not even like Tricks anymore.
I mean, let's get into a real battle here, Chaz. You're just teasing us with this bullshit cereals. The real battle would be like Cocoa Puffs versus
Cookie Crisp?
No.
Quisp?
No.
What the hell?
What? Oh, fuck. I forgot the cereal.
Is it the Fruity Pebble? Cocoa
Krispies?
Cocoa Krispies versus Fruity Pebbles.
The Cocoa
Fruity Pebbles. Cocoa Pebbles.
Cocoa Pebbles?
Yeah.
How about both of them get thrown in the garbage?
Yeah,
you don't like chocolate flavored cereals?
Marcus? I love chocolate.
I like chocolate flavored cereals. I never liked the Pebbles. I just thought that they were. It just wasn't enough crunch.
It's gluten free.
Yeah. I agree, man. I don't like Pebbles either.
You have to go with Cocoa not Cocoa Pebbles, the other one. What was the one?
Cookie Crisp.
No, that's the cookie ones. That's the ones where
some of you and Cookie Crisp.
I don't like
the new cereal.
Cocoa
Puffs,
cereal.
Cocoa Puffs all the way because the one they don't go soggy as fast, Marcus is right on the crunch because the crunch doesn't matter to me.
I probably like both Pebbles brands, Fruity and Cocoa. I think they came out with a third version. I don't know what it's called.
I'd go
Yeah.
with Reese's Puffs over those.
But I prefer those because I actually prefer my cereal to be soggy.
Gross.
Do you really?
Yeah, I
You're
do.
a fucking weirdo.
I like to pour the milk and like let the cereal sit in there and like get a little soggy. I might go like make some coffee or something and
You know
Yeah.
what cereal
I like it
was
fresh and crunchy. I eat it as fast as I can. 'Cause
Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly. You're
You know
doing it
what's-
wrong, Farrell.
You know what cereal that like I
You like
almost
fucking
never
Coke
had at
French
home?
fries too?
It didn't last very long, but had a chocolate flavor. The Ninja Turtle cereal was like chocolate chip, and I remember Sean was lucky. He got a box and got like a free Ninja Turtle bowl.
dude, that's when
Man.
the prizes in cereal
Oh, they
boxes were legit.
Yeah.
That cereal bowl's still at my parents' house, I think.
Sure, it's great.
It's a Michelangelo cereal
Or
bowl.
the Batman bank and the
remember it,
Batman
yeah.
cereal.
Yeah, I
Like
remember it.
that's
man.
a prize so big they couldn't even put it in the box. We're talking the bowl and the Batman bank were on the outside of the box.
That's
Oh,
right,
yeah.
man. That's when the prizes were dope. Same thing at the same time with the McDonald's Happy Meal prizes. Those things.
Oh,
those
and, well, there was also the Turtles cup that like you poured in something cold, and then the bandana was white, and whatever once it would turn color, and it would be one of the four.
Yeah, and you wanted to try and get all of them.
Yeah.
I remember there being a spoon.
Yes, there was a spoon. Yeah, it was a small spoon though. It wasn't like a normal spoon. It was like the baby
The
spoon.
spoon was probably in the box. I got a couple of years ago. I got a spoon, a Chewbacca color changing spoon in a box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
What?
It was. I can go get it if you want. It's a plastic Chewbacca spoon. You dip it in, and it changes colors when it touches the milk.
Yeah, just take a photo of it and throw it up on our Instagram.
You guys
There
can
you
Google it.
go.
It was pretty easy to find. They were in Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It wasn't that hard.
Why are you saying it like that? It's Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
What am I
Cinnamon
saying?
Toast Crunch.
How am I
you're
saying it
too
different?
fast.
You're
saying it too fast. Sorry.
I feel
You
like
guys
Cinnamon
ever-
Toast Crunch.
You're saying-
Cinnamon Toast
Oh.
Crunch.
Yeah.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah, like that.
Cinnamon
That's how
Toast
you
Crunch.
say
Cinnamon Toast Crunch. You say it fast because, you know, you only got
No,
30
there's-
seconds.
there's-
You can't
there's also
waste
like
any time.
Toast. Toast is pronounced
Exactly.
differently.
Right.
Toast?
You go like this. You
Sean
know,
knows what I'm
Cinnamon
talking about.
Toast Crunch.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Sean knows what I'm talking about.
They
He
probably
knows
say it from a commercial,
It's,
probably.
and it's only going to get worse the more we talk about it in my head. It's only going to get exaggerated even more. The next time we talk about this, I'll be like, dude, he
I'll
hit
tell
his
you.
balls. And he was like, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Oh, it was hilarious.
You know why? Because there used to be 3 little fat chefs, and each one had a different voice. So I probably say toast different because the skinny one was the toast.
Yeah,
It's like
it
Cinnamon
was a
Toast
higher
Crunch.
octave for sure. It was a higher octave.
Did they?
I watched a lot of
Did they ever
cartoons
talk?
on Saturdays as
Well,
a kid.
what was with the 3 chef thing as children? Because they had 3
What?
chefs. Rice Krispies had Cinnamon Toast Crunch had the 3 chefs. Rice Krispies had the 3 chefs. And for a little bit, I thought they made both, but they weren't. There were 3 different chefs. It's like, why 3?
Let me tell you
Somebody's-
this.
Somebody's got to make the cereal, man.
But 3 of them.
Kellogg's and General Mills were head to head, and they're like, Rice Krispie Treats is beating us in the market. What do we do? It's like, add 3 cartoons.
Marketing
they're
was a big thing, man.
They're completely
Marketing is
different.
a
They're completely
Well,
different
exactly.
cereals too. But yeah, I was like, why 3 chefs? And then like Rice Krispies, the one got like turned into like a dick. He was always like fucking things up.
Pop.
Yeah,
Pop.
George Carlin made a comment, joke about it. I believe he was like, you know, we also heard was snap, crackle, fuck him. I don't know which one said it. I'm just it was like this labor dispute over the Rice Krispie chefs or something. It was like became popular.
What are your favorite cereal, cartoon cereal mascot icons?
The
Who's your
Halloween
favorite?
ones.
What?
Blueberry, Frankenberry, Count Chocula. I put them in one as one.
Yeah, I'll let you put them in one. That's, why not? Most of them are seasonal at this point. Why not put them as one?
Right, seasonal cereal. How what a great time we're living in. I mean, minus the pandemic going on right now, but overall, what a great time. Be alive.
Pumpkin
Sean's probably,
spice
like,
on
the
your
only
frosted
person
mini
to
wheats.
say that at this point in time.
I love Toucan Sam. I loved Fruit Loops as a kid.
Oh yeah.
My
Toucan
best
Sam's
prize
good.
in cereal was from Fruit Loops.
Mm.
I got a Lego man with a boat inside a box of Fruit Loops.
I can't even remember the prizes I got in mine, but it's not my favorite cereal, but I do like the character. Dig'em Smacks.
Dig 'em.
Is he the frog?
Dig'em,
Yeah.
yeah. Dig'em.
Well, weren't you a Michigan J Frog fan also, Chaz?
Hello,
What?
my honey. Hello, my baby.
Yeah. Didn't you used to like Michigan J?
Oh, Michigan J Frog.
Didn't like
Yeah.
Michigan J Frog. But man, what a one-trick
Fucking
pony,
love that
right?
cricket.
Get another song, dude.
Yeah, but they became the icon for a television network.
How did that happen? They're just like,
yeah,
who's
he
the
did,
frog?
didn't he? Oh yeah, he was the WB frog, man. That's
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. Oh man. Holy
He's
shit,
like-
I'm old. Oh man. Oh.
Dude, it was so awesome.
Stay tuned for Dawson's Creek. Hello, my honey. Hello, my baby.
Dude,
Oh,
he
the
was
WB
great.
frog. Shit. They fucking ran with that frog for like years. Like
However long they were open, right?
had to
Do
be
you
like a
think-
decade.
Do you think they're
At
like,
least.
wow, I don't understand why they chose them though, right? It's like there were so many more popular Looney Tunes characters. I wonder why they chose them.
Probably, I mean, might have been copyrights.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Copyright.
Maybe,
Just use them for something because.
But
I
like,
don't
why would
know.
you? I mean, why would
The
you?
Space Jam rights used every other character, and they're just like, we didn't use Michigan J Frog.
Why would you? But I mean, like, he's a character everyone knows. Everyone's
He's totally
familiar with him.
likable.
Very
Not
likable.
annoying.
And like that's kind of he's milk toast. He's your milk toast character. He's not going to draw either side of the aisle. You know, the Bugs fans and the Daffy fans. You know, he's not. He's right down the middle.
There's no one more.
Very PC.
There was no Looney Tunes more iconic than Bugs Bunny. To me, it would be weird. It would be like, Muppets. Kermit the Frog is like the spokesman. He's on Sesame Street. He's on the Muppets. It'd be like if Muppets was like, let's make it Eddie the Eagle. They're just like, Eddie the Eagle.
Eddie the Eagle would be amazing in between as like a commercial guy.
I love Eddie the Eagle. I'm just saying it's an odd choice for being your icon of your brand.
He was one of my favorites in the Muppet TV show that they had out. Like when it was like Miss Piggy was a late night host.
Let's put it this way. Yeah. I love that show on ABC.
He was a safe bet.
Yes, he is a safe bet.
You're right.
J Frog's a safe bet.
You're right.
There's nothing you can tie to him for anything, racially controversial.
He didn't get Me Too.
Anything like
Pepe Le Pew.
His cartoons were just, he drove some white dude crazy. That's all he did.
All these cats are Me Tooing Pepe Le Pew. They're like, we got to go a different way.
Yeah, like
he was the original social justice warrior.
Michigan J Frog.
Yeah, people were trying to use him to make money, and he refused.
Exactly.
He's like, I'm here to sing songs, and that's it. I just sing songs.
We're all gonna be poor.
And yeah, so I mean, but they ran with him for like a decade. So I mean, he worked out.
Yeah, because I hate Bugs Bunny. If I saw him on the TV all the time, I'd be like, I fucking hate Bugs Bunny.
I mean, he was just a troublemaker, right? Like, he's basically the Pop from Snap, Crackle, and Pop, right? He's just, like, there to shake things up, right?
Well, he's like he's that kid in school that, like, all right, I guess he would be, like, continuation of, like, the most popular kid that gets away with everything. That, like, if you say something, you get in trouble, but if he said it, teachers would be like, oh, you
rascal.
And it's like
you didn't do your homework, rascal.
He was the embodiment of me, of that person in like my childhood. It was like the kid that like always got away with stuff, always had like he was always like this, like I was down here, I was like the Daffy guy, but like
Kind of. I mean, what Looney Tunes character do you relate to, Chaz? If Sean's Daffy.
No. I mean, like that. He was the main one. Yeah, I guess he was my favorite growing up,
Mm.
right? I did like Sylvester the cat.
Sylvester
You
the
like
Cat's
Sylvester?
cool.
You like Sylvester?
I do like Sylvester.
Yeah, because he spits when he talks, and so do I.
If you say so. If that's what you want to go with.
Not what I want to go with. It's
I
my
really-
options.
I feel for this guy. I'm always
Brett's
trying
is
to
Brett's is Tweety Bird. I know that
which I
one.
always thought was kind of an odd choice. He's like
For-
the biggest guy, but he likes the smallest,
I
most
would
high voice
say
character.
for me.
What you laughing at, Marcus?
Huh?
Are you laughing, or are you just like?
I'm laughing.
Wile E. Coyote.
Really?
I get
Not
it, man.
Taz?
No, not Taz. Because I'm not.
Taz is dead.
Yeah, I'm not.
Well, let's
I'm
keep it
not
to the
crazy.
old school group. Like
I'm
you're
not.
getting
I'm
really
not
out there if we
murdering
get into that.
crazy,
Uh,
and I don't spin around in circles. At least not anymore.
yeah, I'm like, when you were a kid, you used to all the time. You'd run in circles.
Right.
Uh,
Currently, yeah, maybe when I was younger, the Tasmanian Devil, but now it definitely relate more to Wile E. Coyote.
I feel like Wile E. Coyote's like every adult, right? It's just like I got to keep going to work, and this fucker keeps fucking it up. Like,
Yeah,
gotta
and
keep
shit
doing
never
the
worked.
same
It
thing.
never
well, he
worked.
keeps
Never
getting-
wanted to.
He's
never
an
worked
adult
the way I
that
wanted
got
to.
store credit.
Yeah,
And it's like, why do you keep going back to Acme? Because they won't give me my money
Yeah.
back. They just keep giving me store credit.
Give me store
So it's
credits,
like one of these things has to work.
It's like,
Yes,
look,
yeah.
I went to the other guys. They didn't have it, so I had to go to Acme.
Well, no, wait. Maybe Acme was the only company in the fucking desert, man.
Only
Fuck
game in town.
capitalism.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they were like,
capitalism, bro.
it's like, man, I'm not paying for shipping when I've got Acme Prime that it's going to deliver in 2 days. I'll go with Acme Prime.
Oh man, I wish Amazon Prime would just call itself Acme Prime.
That'd be
hilarious.
That'd be phenomenal.
I'm gonna just Google if let's see if
I
that
just have-
website's available. You guys want to be Acme Prime? Let's be Acme Prime.
my
We'll sell big magnets.
my iPad is going to die soon.
All right, well, this is a good time to cut it off then.
I want to hear what Looney Tunes Marcus is gonna be.
Yeah, well, Marcus, what Looney Tune you got?
He's Porky the Pig.
There you go.
He's Pepe Le Pew.
Are you?
Yeah,
Who?
You consider yourself Porky the Pig?
yeah.
I guess you know how to sign off then.
He's got that
Because,
crazy stutter.
Yeah, because they both have stutters.
I mean, what would he say?
Exactly.
Yeah, what's his?